News Now OKC here with News Now Patrick and James Freeman, who came up from Texas.
Southwest 44th Street, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
We are at the Immigration Department of Homeland Security.
News Now OKC.
4400 Southwest 44th Street. Department of Homeland Security, Oklahoma City. News Now OKC. See.
Why?
No problem.
I don't have my ID.
No cell phones, pagers, Palm Pilots, and Blackberries allowed. No fruit or drink.
Okay, here, zoom in on here. On photographs for news and advertising or commercial purposes.
Oh, they've got the
Yeah, pretty much the GSA, they got the CFR posted right there. So it pretty much lets you and everyone else know we're allowed to come in here and video and everything like that.
So we can video, but no cell phones.
I forgot to turn on the
Yeah, I got mine running.
News Now OKC. Department. Go ahead. We don't want to be in your way.
It's kind of like the Leon Valley corridor, isn't it?
I have a pacemaker.
You can go in, they're not.
Yeah, go ahead.
You go in.
Go in if you want to. No big deal. Don't mind us.
So let that door close for me, please.
All right. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Do you guys have an appointment here? If you don't have an appointment, you can film all you want from the outside. I appreciate it.
All right.
Okay? If you don't have an appointment, I can show you how you make an appointment.
Okay.
What do we need an appointment for?
To come into the facility, sir.
It didn't say that out there.
I know, but that's why I'm informing you now.
All right. Do you have your public information officer out here?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Is there a
It's not
supervisor? Is there a supervisor available to check?
Well, step outside.
No, but
Tell me what you need.
step outside so I
Step
can
outside
process
if you don't have
this
an appointment, please.
You can
Step
process
outside.
her. She's right there.
Yeah.
You can help her.
Sir, step outside right now. I'm asking you to step outside. Are you going to comply or not?
I'm not doing anything.
I'm asking you to step outside.
Hey, sir, we're going to do her and we'll get you next.
Yeah, just step outside.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He'll do it
Thank
next.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That door closed? The door
Close
closed?
the door.
Sometimes they lock the doors and shit. Nothing's happened yet. I hate the windows, how they glare.
Well, here's the thing. I'll get through there with this because it does say no cameras. It says no cell phones.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing. We should be able to get cleared through security and at least walk around.
Yeah, I wonder what the law is that backs up that no cell phones.
It's a policy. It's not a law.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about just leaving my camera, my phone out here with you.
Okay, here, I'll record through there.
Okay. All right.
I'll record through the window. Put that in my pocket. Yeah, go in there with your GoPro. I'll get it on the cell phone.
Safety sake.
take that, please.
Do you have a government ID? No. Driver's license?
So what we want to do is patch video the inside of this building for people.
Yeah, you have to hang on just a second.
Okay.
Did he say he was getting somebody? The public information officer?
So I went to the state, I asked them for a state certified ID with that. There is no such thing.
We're not a state agency.
I understand there's federal. So, and there's also no federal,
They don't issue identification for that kind of stuff.
states or federal agencies don't even press credentials.
No, they don't.
And then I just asked you if you had your driver's license or your car, that's all I asked.
I have this, that's what you. What I want to do is get some B-roll footage of just the inside of the building. I don't really want any personal information. I don't want any personal stuff, just the building. People that work here or whatever, so.
If you read the rules and regulations governing conduct on federal property, you can't take pictures inside the building, sir. You can take all the pictures you want from your house.
Why did they let me keep the courthouse down?
I don't.
Hey, if you read the CFR for photography, the CFR 41,
This is for news gathering purposes.
corridors, entries, lobbies.
I can't.
Read the regulation.
Sing together, but if you're talking together, I can't understand.
If you know your rules, you'll see it on the piece of paper.
One at a time.
What this states here is that there's no photography unless you're gathering it for news type purposes, and that's what I do.
Okay, well, let's stop right there. Do you have an ID? If you don't have an ID, I can't let you in. So if you don't have an ID, I need you to step back outside the door. The public information guys are gonna come out and talk.
Okay.
So you guys just wait for them
Wait,
outside.
I didn't want.
Okay, we'll wait on him to get here.
Appreciate you.
All right. Okay.
That's convenient, isn't it?
Yeah. You can't come in unless you have an ID.
A state issued ID?
You gotta have an ID.
Some type of, or he said government issued. Maybe I can go get my handgun license.
Papers, please.
Papers, please. Yes.
Yeah.
Yellow star.
I keep pointing the camera without it on.
Habit. He was saying, well, your press credentials are made up.
Hey, if you read the, if you read the bottom part, it says, we're allowed to be in the building entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, auditoriums, for news purposes, and he's got his press credentials. So he's news. See what I'm saying? So it's just like they don't want to follow their own regulations.
Say that again, now I'm recording.
Really?
For real.
You serious?
So what's it say?
It says building entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, and auditorium for news purposes, and he has a press credentials. Just flash it to him. He has press credentials. There it is, right there. So they don't want to follow their own rules and regulations.
Yeah, here's my press credentials.
They don't want to follow it. He showed them identification. They don't want to take that as ID. What it is they want your name so they can run you for warrants. That's what it is.
This may be our contact. Hi, how's it going?
Good, how are you, sir?
Doing fine. I'm Tim with News Now OKC, and what we want to do is come inside and take video of pictures on the wall of the plants on the wall, the flag. We're not necessarily interested in individual information here, such as the people that are coming here to conduct business. We just want to view this building that we pay for as taxes.
Okay, it's my understanding that you were wanting to talk to our public liaison person?
Yeah, that's who I wanted to talk to, yes.
That is based out of Dallas. Now, what I
Okay.
can do is take your information. Are you credentialed members of the media?
Yes, right here.
Are you the supervisor?
No, sir.
Okay. So you're not the public information officer?
We do not have one at the city office. Now, this
Okay,
building
so-
is occupied. Hold on. This building is occupied.
Oh, she's wanting out.
Can you look at your own regulations?
Yeah.
He has press credentials. He is news. Okay.
This is a piece of paper that has his picture on it, sir.
That's what.
So,
If you read your own rules and regulations.
I'm not here to get an argument.
Okay, no,
I'll talk to
I'm
you in a
not trying to
second.
argue. But read your own regulations. He's for news purposes.
Let's step outside, sir.
He
So
can
you
go
and I
in.
can have a conversation.
okay.
So what I can do is I can take your information and relay it to Jesus. He's our public
Okay.
information officer out of Dallas. Okay. Now, which organization are you actually trying to speak with?
Here, actually immigration and Homeland Security both. I'd like to just tour their offices and where we...
To make a plan to tour our office, sure, no problem. We do that sometimes. Now, you understand that immigration is not in a specific entity.
Okay.
DHS is a big umbrella.
ICE is part of
ICE is
that.
under that umbrella.
Yes.
ICE is Immigration, Customs, and Enforcement.
Yes.
Then there's USCIS,
Okay.
Citizenship and Immigration Services. That's who I work for.
Okay.
Are you not wanting to talk to me?
Well, I just really, we're not here to interview any person or anything. We just wanted to catch video of the inside of the building, to be able to walk around and freely.
Now, to do that,
video.
I guarantee you have to talk to our public liaison officer.
Okay.
And they have to go through the Federal Protective Service.
Okay.
Okay? That's who they're in charge of.
In
Okay.
spite of what you're,
No.
in spite of what the DHS sent out to you and told you, which is
But you
written.
see what
again,
the,
who
you
are
see
you
what the
trying to talk to?
CFR
It doesn't-
posted?
we're not trying to talk to anybody. We're trying to go in there
In a
and
federal
video the inside
building
of the building.
Yeah.
that is occupied by 2 different federal agencies.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Why, hey,
Yes,
why
we
is
are.
it posted if
Under-
we're not allowed to go film?
See, if we
yeah, he's been a little.
I would like to show you the paperwork here on the window, and if we read this,
It says news purposes we're allowed to go in there. See, look at it.
All right, go ahead. I guess that's a yes. I mean, you can't
So-
find a law saying no.
who is the
Somebody out here to talk to y'all.
Can we get the phone number of the guy I need to talk to in Dallas? He walked off.
We
Yeah.
would already just took our pictures and been gone by
We
now.
have chain of command. You're a taxpayer, I'm a taxpayer.
But the chain of command is us, then your supervisor, then you. So we're at the top of the chain of command.
That's correct.
And
But,
If you
But-
have you read it,
but-
it does say for
go ahead,
news
first, go
purposes.
ahead.
but, he's talking.
But you hear what I'm saying on the
I'm
regulations. You guys
only letting you know, someone else is coming to talk to you. I get to be patient.
Okay.
You know, I just can't let you walk in like this.
So what is the reason you can't let me?
Because
You don't know?
I don't know.
You don't know why? They just tell you that
Well,
you
there's
can't let
someone
people
come talk to
video.
y'all.
who's they?
Yeah.
Who's
Listen.
so who's
Yeah, I
the
didn't-
individual who is threatening us?
I don't want to waste your time. You don't waste my time. So I'm just a taxpayer myself.
Okay. So who's the? Okay, good.
So, can I come in here and get some brochures?
No, get them off the internet, sir.
Are you gonna physically harm him if he does?
I don't think he'll go hands
I'm just
on.
wondering, since your rules say that he can go in, if you're going to physically do something to prevent him from going
Yeah.
in, if you're threatening violence. That's what I'm wondering.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I'm saying that since your rules say he can go in, and you're saying he can't, I'm wondering what you're gonna do if he does go in, if you're
What
threatening.
rules, what the rules say?
Right there on the paper that's in.
Hold on a second, let me take care of the
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Please, can
Yeah.
I do that? Can I do my job?
Can you do your job? Yeah, you can go over there and do your job and let us do ours.
Okay. What's your job?
My job is to take documentation of government buildings.
Okay.
Yeah. And
So are you threatening violence then if he were to come in there?
Not at all.
Okay, so he can come in and you won't put hands on him.
Don't hold the door.
What are you
Don't hold the
doing?
door. Don't hold the door.
What are you doing?
Don't hold the door.
so,
Don't hold the door.
He just said he wasn't gonna go hands on, not at all.
If you can make an appointment online, you can come in all you want.
Do you want to read it? Do you know how to read?
One second.
okay.
Can you read or?
Appointment online. What's the website address?
I don't
I
think
give
you
you a
can read. I don't
little
think.
second.
Okay.
Going in.
So we could do that right now online.
He's a big baby.
Keep trying. That's all you got?
Can you read it?
That's all you got?
Come read
All right.
it. That's all you
See,
got.
hey, he's already bad. He's already hesitated.
That's all you got. No more than that. That's all you got.
What do you guys document, man?
So we have the right to anywhere the public can go to video.
Yeah.
The public can go in there. But they don't like the fact that we have cameras running. It says no cell phone, so I'll put my phone up. Doesn't say anything about that. And actually on the paper there, it says we are allowed to walk in here and video lobbies, foyers, open areas that the public is allowed access to. But yet, when you go to try to do that and exercise your rights, you get this. And they don't even know why we're not allowed in there. They just,
I know, like, personally,
yeah.
like, with any of us, we try to come in here, we actually gotta go through this website.
Okay.
Yep.
They're fucking.
One second, I'm gonna take care of it.
Yeah, no, we can read that.
Everybody hands in there.
Yep.
That's like the only way that we get in here. Cause I got some papers, I gotta get taken care of, but every time I try to come in, I can't go in, cause I have to go through them right here.
Yep. So,
Yeah, and nobody, honestly, like, nobody can really give you an answer, because
No.
it doesn't come from them, it comes like from freaking
From DC.
Virginia or
For-
something.
yeah.
that's like where all this stuff like really kind of comes from. Like I said, everybody has to do it. Like we all gotta go to this website. It's like a 2 week, 2-3 weeks, like.
And our federal building shouldn't be so difficult to get into.
No, it's ours.
Yeah, our building.
That's the caveat. That's what we
See, it's not theirs. Well, it is when they're in their private
Yeah.
capacity and their individual capacity, but in their official capacity, they work for us. They're, you know.
I think that's more of a title that they just kind of want people to have. But in reality, we all know we're not shit. We're all pawns.
You're right.
We're all fucking pawns. You know what I mean? You can say like law enforcement and all these people work for you, but in reality, no, that's not how it works.
Only when you kiss their
Can we read that bill while we're here?
Just talk to me outside. Come on, man. If you don't comply, sir, I'm out the foot. You have no right to be here. Come on outside and talk to me. Get your thing. Keep it sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, don't touch me.
Yes, sir.
Hey, don't put your hands on
Don't
me.
you yell at me. Don't you
No,
yell at me.
don't you touch me.
Don't you yell at me.
Assaulted me
Don't
just
you
now.
yell at me.
All right.
Don't you yell at me.
Sir.
Is that stuff?
This your stuff?
Oh yeah, that's my backpack. Let me grab my pack. Yeah, I was just going to leave it out here while I went through the metal detector to make it easier on everybody.
There's one right here you can read. There's one right here you can read.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. Look at it. For photography, look
Stand
at
back.
it.
Stand back. Don't
So-
get too close to my weapon.
So you said you don't know why we can't go in
I'm not
and.
allowed to talk to you, so somebody
Don't
don't
get
come
too close to me.
Oh, someone's on their way. Okay.
Can I come to this side of you then and read that right there?
Yeah, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Yeah. One second. Come down.
You're agitated. You're worried that someone's going to.
I'm not worried at all.
You're saying
I'm
don't
not
get
worried
close
at
to my weapon. I ain't going to get close to your weapon.
I don't want you to get close to my weapon. Huh?
See, I left my
That's
weapon
up to me.
off
No, I
site.
wouldn't do that.
Okay. Okay. I don't know that. I don't know you.
But do you ever find it funny that the federal government is the one that gives us the Bill of Rights, which guarantees our rights to press and Second Amendment, right? They guarantee it. But yet when we go in a federal building, they're the number one violator of our rights. I can't carry my handgun in there.
Right.
I can't exercise my free right to press in a federal building. You find that contradictory? Yeah,
Go over there and read that without you
freedom of press, yes.
behind you. So
So what I
Videotape it, I'll get you a fresh copy because that one kind of
yeah, it is. And right on the photography part is where it's
So
actually.
what I do is I take video and I can sell this to like Channel 4, KFOR, anybody. Let's say something happens here and they need the video immediately. I've got video of the inside of the building and
Something
I can sell it
happen
to
like
them. Well, we don't know what's going to happen in the future.
Oh, okay.
So let's say something did happen here. I may have video of your offices,
And that's fine.
of the
You know what?
lobby.
If
It's
you did
B-roll
it- if you
footage.
did it like that,
Yeah.
FPS will let you go in and do what you got to do.
Yep.
But the way you're doing it, that's not the way to do it.
It's B-roll footage. So if you ever watch the news, you'll see an article, and they'll show a picture of the front of the police station, a police car,
Yeah.
or a city park. Well, they didn't actually go out there that day and take that video. They did it in advance, and they just spliced it all together. So we can have video like this right here. I could freeze this frame right here, and I've got a federal police officer standing outside of Department of Homeland Security, and I could sell that to him for $50.
So you're going to be famous.
So you could be. If something ever happened here, I've got this image right here.
And a lot of times it doesn't even have to happen here. It's any
Yeah,
story that
any
the news
story.
runs on Department of Homeland Security.
Let's say there is a type of immigration bust or something. We've got video of the sign out front, the front door. So, you know, that's all we're here for. We're not here to like breach your security at night or anything. So,
We'd be unmasked if we were going to do something
yeah.
bad, right?
You think if I was really wanting to do something bad, I would walk up to you and say, hey, I'd like to come in and video.
Yeah, everything you
right
guys
here.
are saying, nobody
Yeah.
said anything about what
Yeah.
you're saying but you.
Yeah.
We didn't say you was going to do anything bad. We didn't say you had to come in masks.
Yeah.
We didn't say any of that.
It just seems odd then that you guys are trying to restrict us from coming into the building. That's all.
I didn't make the rules. You know, you read the rules yourself. I'm not restricting you. I said make an appointment. I gave him the brochure.
Yeah, I've got that.
You got the brochure.
I do.
Each building has different rules. Each facility has different. Can you say you went to the courthouse? What they do?
Yeah.
What they do at the courthouse?
So the federal courthouse let me walk around all public areas. We went through the metal detector, and we were able to walk around anywhere the public could walk.
Right.
And then we were allowed to, then we just left.
Okay.
No issue whatsoever.
No issue.
Yeah. And with the same with the Oklahoma City courthouse. Now the Oklahoma County courthouse, they damn near came out and assaulted us, but they straightened that out, and we were allowed to go in and video.
Clear something up.
Yeah.
My company owns this property. As far as I'm concerned, you're trespassing. These people are my leaseholders.
Yes, the federal
Oh,
government. That
so when the federal government, when the
I mean,
federal,
we'll be happy to, I'll at least go out to the sidewalk until
Jump
we
over
can-
the fence
Yeah.
is about the only opportunity you got, and then
until
you
I can verify that. But while the federal government is leasing this property, me, him, and him are leasing this property. It's our money.
we have the right to be here.
Call the police.
That's all right.
All right.
So
So this is leased.
maybe. Do
You
you?
have
Do
something proving that you're the property
You're the-
I'm not free shit to you.
you
You
have
don't have to prove
contract?
shit to me.
Huh?
What's your name? Then how do I know you're the property owner, not just some lying sack of crap?
Because when the police get here, I'll show them my business card and my ID for this building, and
Okay.
they'll send you down the road.
Okay. So do you think you own the federal government then? Do you think you own our government?
Just wait for LPS. And then you
How can a
talk to
private individual own the federal government?
They can't own what he could lease it to the federal government, but then the rights of the federal government apply to the building.
Right, and all the laws.
Yes.
And all of the
Yes.
DHS laws.
So we are allowed to be here. It is public access
Right.
to even
Like I said,
non-citizens.
you guys sit right here with
Yeah.
me. That's fine.
Yeah, we're not violating any
Is
laws.
he really an owner of the property?
Well,
Whatever we told you.
you know, like I get the same reaction from you when I show my press credential. It's just made up. But there is no state or federal agency or city agency that issues these. If you want one, you can go on the internet and download them or make them yourself.
You do everything on the internet.
Yeah.
You can get this badge off the internet.
Probably so. There's no issuing authority for this,
Right.
so I can't have one that's issued by the state. So you make your own, and that's it. Everyone wants to see one. Well, here it is.
You register with the Better Business Bureau?
I may do that, which I don't do business.
You're not.
Well, I'm not. No, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
What I do is I disseminate information on my news
That's pretty
channel.
neat, though. I like the way
Yeah.
you did that. That looked pretty good.
Thank you.
That's a good job.
Yep, Moses.
What news station?
I don't want to give it up. It'd give up my.
Oh, but you want to ask me questions. You want to answer my questions.
Well, I really haven't asked you a lot of questions, have I?
Okay. No,
So,
I can't answer any
yeah.
questions. I'm going to let LPS answer.
Yep. So,
I just make you do right. They pay me to make you do right.
yep. I hear you.
Who told you we can't go in there though? Because there's no rule, there's no law. I'm just curious.
I just said you had to have an appointment. Do you have an appointment? If you had an appointment, I'll let you go in. I didn't say you couldn't go in.
Okay.
You give me an appointment letter, I'll let you go in.
And we will do that.
I gave you the letter. You
Right
make
here?
an appointment.
We'll
You can
do
make an
that.
appointment.
See how well we can
Make
get
an
in here.
appointment. Come in. You can't video. Make an appointment.
Oh, okay. But even though the rules say
So
that
we'll-
I can video,
Outside.
it says hallways,
outside.
corridors. Yeah, hallways,
It does say hallways, corridors, and lobbies.
Specifically,
Because
hallways.
we've brought this up to other buildings before, other agencies, and they read it and they're like, really? Okay, come with us. And we've documented that.
Okay. LPS will be in a
Even-
minute. You gotta
even-
do whatever they let you do.
Even with juveniles, if this was a juvenile facility, they try to say, well, you can't come film juveniles. Well, there's no law against that. We've gone in and filmed juvenile bureaus and places like that.
Hey, I'll get $50 a pop or something like that.
Well, it depends on what they want to offer.
Man, I get out $50. I get out. Let me get you. Let me get some money, man. Let me get some money.
Yeah.
God, no, man. $50.
You ever heard of a cat
I've
card?
been up here at least about 3-4 years. I was military.
I got one right now that I use every day.
I've been up here about 3-4 hours. $50 ain't enough.
Oh, it ain't, but you know,
Man, that ain't. Come on, guys.
that's just an example. That's one picture.
Used again and again and again.
Yeah.
You get $50 each pop.
Like you
Yeah.
said, anytime there's any story on Department of Homeland Security, they'll use the same picture again.
Yeah.
How you know they're using it if you know once?
And we can copyright it, and if we catch wind of it. If we catch wind of it, yeah, you got to catch them. So
They'll use the stuff and you won't even know it. Then you can't get your $50.
if you can prove it. So a lot of times they'll offer it. They'll offer the money.
They give it to you.
Yeah, I do have a contact at a TV
What's
station.
the latest thing you recorded that they use on TV so I can look for it? Can I get it on YouTube?
Yeah,
What you did?
Tulsa.
What happened?
Look up
No,
the Tulsa.
I don't know nothing about Tulsa.
Well, the last thing, the last thing in Oklahoma.
I know what you're talking about. You say
Last
something
thing in
about
Oklahoma City, look up March for Our Lives, Channel 4, and March for Our Lives was a big anti-gun rally at the Capitol. I was the only one open carrying a handgun at an anti-gun rally with 5,000 people there. So they swarmed me. And we was interviewed by KFOR,
Yeah.
and I got on TV, me and several other people. The last one was 2 weeks ago up in Tulsa. I was on the front page of the Tulsa World for my Second Amendment rights activism. It's a city park, which you're allowed to carry your handgun in a city park with a license, and they kicked me out. So we got that on video. I was at the Tulsa World for that. Tulsa World picked me up. You did? You see the guy in the orange shirt?
Yeah, I think that was you.
That was me. Yep, orange shirt guy is being pushed back by the bicycles with the cops. That's me. And so there you go. So now does that tell you anything about my legitimacy? If you saw that, so
I didn't see it yet. I'm gonna
he
look it up.
he
said
did.
he saw it. I don't-
That was me. So that might tell you right there. I am legitimate. We are here to catch civil disobedience if it can happen. So far you've been good. I know some friends that have been in this exact situation here and had the police grab their cameras, throw them up against the wall. I've had it happen to me. You can't do that if we're not breaking the law.
Yeah,
you know, we're not pushing, we're not trying to force by the metal detector. We're just standing here asking our questions, asserting our rights. What happens if you don't?
You say we don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay.
I know that you're in a capacity you have to do what you're told to do.
Exactly.
So, but what we're trying to do, that's what the Nazis did say, but we're trying to change that. So we've ran into this before.
Wait,
and
hold on, guys. Let me back you up a little.
In 2 weeks, we'll be in here.
Yeah, I'll be in here 2 weeks.
Yep,
too.
yep.
I'll be in here 2 weeks.
There have been places I've been denied, initially like this.
Hold on, let me say something. Before you say we're doing what we're told to do, we have a code of conduct. We have a code of conduct. We don't just do what we're told to do. What we're told to do is actually written on paper.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not doing what we're told to do now. So for you to compare me with a Nazi, I feel offended by it.
Wait.
That's what you say. You say that's what the Nazi
was law.
But
it was law.
I'm not doing what I'm told to do.
Yeah, famous, right?
Hey,
Yeah.
wait a second.
Especially him, pretty famous for making people lose their job.
Guys, in all
He's pointing his
seriousness,
fingers. He
the
wanted to
law,
get
the
you
written
agitated.
legislation once said that,
wanted to get
that
you
one man
agitated.
could own another man.
Pretty
We
famous,
know
yeah.
that the written legislation is not
But,
always right.
but how do you compare me, my job, with the Nazis? How do you do that?
It doesn't matter what's written. You got to use your own conscience. Do you think that
It doesn't matter what's written.
I mean, come on. It was
I'm
written.
just asking. That's what you just said.
Yeah, it was once written that one man can own another man. Do you believe in that? Because that was the law in the United
Where was
States.
that written?
Yeah.
That was the law in the United States of
Where was
America.
that written?
Yeah. Dead serious.
How long ago?
Oh man, I don't know. I wasn't
Oh,
around.
come on. You gotta know now. If you're gonna know half of the story, at least know all of it. Give me a second, man. I'll be right back, okay?
Think that
Hope y'all
ended.
got my good side, man.
Oh, you got nothing but good side.
Oh, that's
Think
what I'm
that-
doing. I like that. I like that beard too, man.
Thank you.
Hold on a second. I'll be right
All right. Where are they coming from? Downtown? Probably.
Mexico,
Mexico.
the border. They're on a flight right now.
No.
Is it local PD that's coming? Because I think that the alleged property owner said that local PD was going to come to trespass.
I think that's what he said.
Now, if I make an appointment, if I get trespassed, how can I make my appointment? I've got the information here to make my appointment. I'm going to do that. So, you know, I want to be able to come back when I make my appointment. I've been given this information. I'm not violating the law. I want to be able to come back in 2 weeks when I get this, or whenever it takes to do it. So I don't want to be
Bring
trespassed.
your driver license, man. Bring your ID. I don't know.
Well, I may have to. I'll do that next time.
I need something about the government, man. Help me do my job easy, man. Don't make it hard on me.
I'll bring it.
My kids, I like to drive my Cadillac. My kids want to eat.
I hear you.
I like nice
So
stuff, man.
we like to see if we can just walk in like a free person can initially and see if there's any issues with that. And then we'll go to the higher level. And see if I have to make an appointment, I'll do that so that I can get in.
Just make it
So-
man. Well, you won't have to get pushed back and pepper spray and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You said you got pushed back with the bikes. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
You made the news, man.
And I wasn't breaking the law. You know, it's a stupid policy of the city park. And it's illegal. We've actually filed paperwork on that. So we'll see what happens.
You think they're gonna
2 weeks ago?
You think they're going to do anything?
Well, they're going to have to. We're pushing the issue hard now. And my purpose there was to catch video of them violating my rights. And we did that very well. So now we can go forward with that.
So what's the going forward part? I'm not getting it.
Well, the city park, there's a foundation running the city park. They have to abide by state law, right?
Wait. What's the foundation?
It's the George Kaiser Foundation donated 100 acres to the city of Tulsa.
Oh, okay.
To make a park.
About Tulsa, man.
Well,
I'm not following you.
Well, it's the same state laws apply.
Okay.
State laws in Tulsa apply there as they do here.
Right.
And
State Oklahoma.
yep. And the law is that there's a preemption that any city cannot make a law against state law. So they have made rules and regulations where you can't carry your handgun in a city park. Yeah.
Oh.
And it's a city park, but they won't let you carry your handgun. It's illegal.
This is in
Tulsa, yeah. And I've had several city parks change their signs and remove their no gun signs.
What do you think?
If you want to learn more about what we do, go to YouTube and type in News Now OKC. That's me. News Now OKC. Yeah, this is my YouTube channel. News Now OKC. That's my YouTube. And you'll see places where we just walk in and have no issue whatsoever. We put that in there on video also. And then we have some where we damn near get it.
I will. Next, if I'm back, I think it's.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. Because I'd like to speak with you too, because they said I can come back. Okay. Yeah, because I'm making an appointment. Yep. The officers have no problem with me.
What did he say to you?
He just told me to stand back. So this is News Now OKC at the Department of Homeland Security, where immigration is. And this guy claims to own the building that the immigration is leasing and says that he does not want us here. Yet our rights to be on federal property still applies, even if it's leased. Yeah.
Not me, not you, that one.
Yeah. I wonder if he's ready to take on the liability of violating our civil rights,
Hey,
you know?
When I can hear
Yeah.
what the officer was saying, he says, let's wait for somebody else.
Yeah, he said that. Wait for a supervisor or something like that. Doing good. How's it going? I'm Tim with News Now OKC. And
You're what?
with Tim with News Now OKC.
Okay.
And we came here to do a story on this building, this public accessible building.
Okay.
And this man comes out telling us that we couldn't be here. And it's a federal, I guess it's leased. And all the federal laws apply, that if it is leased, all the federal rules apply as if it was federal property. So I've spoke with these officers. They told me I have to have an appointment. We waited around for you to get here because, you know, nothing runs like a felon. And we're not breaking the law. We're not trying to do anything wrong. So I'm going to get on here, make an appointment, and come back. That's what they've instructed me to do.
Okay, so they're wanting you to make an appointment.
Yeah. So we're going to do that.
Okay. I'm going to go in and talk to, I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to stay out here with you. Even though the first individual that you talk to owns the property, the government here is the tenant. He's expressed that maybe they don't want you here. I don't know if they don't want you here because it's making other people uncomfortable with the cameras and people coming into immigrations. They do have the responsibility to whatever you're trying to find out if you're a legitimate or news organization to make an appointment with you or tell you they don't want to talk to you or what and what. Whether they want you here or not, I don't know. I haven't talked to them. I hope you understand that if it is like a government agency and whoever's in charge for whoever has the property, if you come here doing or seeking whatever your civic rights are and stuff like that, once you are asked to leave, you would have to leave. However, my understanding is the only gentleman that has told you to leave at this point in time is the property owner, not the leasing.
True.
Is that correct?
That's correct, sir.
And
Okay.
he's given us no proof that he's a property owner either.
Yeah, we
He's
don't
just
even
the guy.
know.
I asked him for any evidence.
He may
just
be
to-
the owner, he may be the
Right.
manager, or what.
Nobody knows who he is. He may just be a homeless guy who walked by and told us, I own
Right.
this place.
Yeah.
So what is it that you're doing here?
We document public buildings. Anywhere we're publicly allowed to access, we go in and take video. We interact with law enforcement to see how they interact with us and to see if our rights will get violated. Our First and Second Amendment rights seem to be violated the most. The federal government has the Bill of Rights, which is to protect our First and Second Amendment, but who violates it the most? The federal government. I can't take my handgun in there. They won't let me practice freedom of the press in that building. And here's my press credentials right here that I have. And some people say that's made up, but there is no state or federal agency which issues press credentials. Okay. So this is how you get
like
it.
A site or something? That
a site, News Now OKC.
News
right
Now
there, yes.
OKC?
Yes.
Okay.
News Now OKC. And
do you have subscribers and stuff
yes.
like that to your site?
Yes.
Do you send out mailings? Or
no, I don't do
Basically,
mailings.
you're not like mainstream media, you're more like internet media, stuff like that.
Now, some of the video that we do take here can be picked up by national news or local news.
Right.
And what is called B-roll footage. I can sit here and take a video of your car, and if something were to happen here, I've got images of you here, the officer standing in front of that sign says Department of Homeland Security, and I can sell that to the news media and make money off of it, and that's all we're doing.
Right.
So we are here.
Do you understand being a government agency and somewhat of law enforcement that they may have security reasons why they could be uncomfortable with you being here?
I do.
Or somebody else?
I do, but that doesn't trump our rights. So we will explain to them and tell them exactly what I'm telling you, that we're just here to do this and get video. We're not here to look at your locks, to pick apart your security procedures. We don't want to know anything about the people coming in here. We just want to audit our building that we all pay federal tax for, and give a tour to people.
Did you contact them prior to coming?
No, we did not. We normally don't have to.
No, I mean, I'm not saying that you have to. I'm just trying to.
Yes.
What I was trying to explain to them earlier is they have a GSA and CFR posted.
Yes.
That the federal government regulates with the federal buildings.
GSA.
It's the GSA, the CFR that's posted, CFR 41.
It's right there on the door. It's ripped, but it's also inside.
It's a CFR that's posted to regulate the federal buildings.
It's like a law.
And basically what it explains is somebody with news credentials, or just anybody really who wants to come in and film the corridors, entries, lobbies, and foyers.
Right.
The federal government has regulated that, saying if we want to do that, we can actually do that because the rules are posted.
Read the door?
Yes, it's on the door. It's on every.
Cell phones, pagers.
No. But we didn't go past that door.
So
we stayed in the corridor.
we're here in the capacity of news media. So
and here's the other thing: these guys are not FPS. These are private security.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't expect them to know, and we tried to show them. They wouldn't even look at it. They wouldn't even look at the GSA.
Yeah.
But it's posted on the door.
So I've been in federal buildings that have this type of security set up, and they've let me in. So they're being told not to let us in, and they're being told wrongly. So the security, that's you in. Yeah, let us in.
We don't know who told them.
We don't know who.
It could be the property owner. He doesn't know anything.
We've been in the federal building downtown. We've been in the courthouses. We've been almost everywhere. Even in the juvenile bureau I've been into. They stopped me twice.
Do what now?
They stopped me twice from entering it, and then they finally got juvenile bureau.
Stopped you?
Oklahoma City Municipal Courthouse. I was held up for 10 minutes till they got the director down there that led me in to video the whole building. The Juvenile Bureau, twice I went back and was denied entry till they had a meeting with their attorneys and they allowed me to come in and visit.
Yeah.
The, what is the other place? The municipal building, Oklahoma County Municipal Building. We went to enter and video the inside of that building, and he was assaulted by a deputy up there, and another supervisor came down and diffused the situation. They spoke with their attorneys and whatever, and we were in the next week to walk around. They knew they were doing wrong after they figured it out, but they think that you can't video in a federal building, but you can if you have the right reasoning.
Right.
So,
are you approaching management or anything like that, or trying to contact them?
There was one man that came out. We don't usually call in advance. They did give me the thing to make a appointment, and I'm going to do that. We're going to be back with that. So the officers over there had no problem with it.
I'm going to go talk
Yeah.
to them.
Yeah, I don't have a card on me yet. I'm out of them. All I have is this. I tried to enter without anything. If you want to bring that back to me, if you want to show them.
And what's your name?
I don't have to give it, but my name's Tim.
Tim?
Yes.
Well, what I'm getting at is you're here wanting to do a news story.
Yes.
With something like that.
Yes.
If I was running a building, in a federal building, and I'm thinking about everybody that works for me and under me, and I got some guy that claims to be in the media, don't have a news truck, or this or that or the other, coming outside wanting to do this or that or the other, I would think that I would want to know the individual's name that's wanting to do it, so that when he contacts me, I can know who I'm talking to and know that he's a legitimate person. Do you understand?
I do understand what you're saying, but it's not codified in law that I have to do that when as working as an independent journalist.
Seems like common sense to me.
Yeah.
That, you know.
And sometimes that may compromise that. Sometimes that can compromise our story too. So.
Okay. He's going to stay out here with me. I'm going to go talk to them, and it's Tim, and it's called
News Now OKC.
News Now OKC.
So
yes.
Are we being detained at this point?
Or just,
no,
just
you free to leave. I don't have anything.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
If we can show you their law on the door.
It's on the door.
Specifically
it says it on the door.
That we can film inside of.
Yeah, it does say that.
Public areas.
And that comes from the federal government, but they don't want to even look at it.
Yeah, and it's inside on the right. You'll see that. So.
The law trumps the little stickers that say no cell phones or pagers.
Yeah. It's contradictory policy.
I think what the other officer's just trying to explain to you is that if you're going to call and try to make an arrangement, the person who's receiving the phone call is at least going to have to know. You say your name's Tim.
Yes.
They're at least going to have to know who they're talking to make the arrangements for you to do whatever walkthrough you want to do. So.
Yeah, and I normally I just tell them I'm with News Now OKC. I'm an independent journalist. I'd like to come down, and I have done that with some areas that are restricted access. I go in there and I publicly film what's publicly accessible. But if I want to go in the restricted area, I need to get permission, and I do that with my ID. It's not restricted. That's correct.
There are no rules or laws governing it. The only rules and laws say you can't govern it because it's freedom of press.
Yeah, I understand that, but you have to understand that there are other human beings in there.
Yep.
They have rights to privacy as well.
Not in a public space.
It's
saying as a human.
It's their information.
You guys have had a chance to talk, and I'm talking.
Okay.
I won't let you talk here in just a minute.
We respect people's privacy. We told them before we went in there, we're not there to get pictures of people or people's information.
But they don't know that.
We told them that, so they should know.
Okay, but people don't always tell the truth.
I know.
And so, people who are here trying to be here legally, do the things the right way, they see a bunch of people coming in with cameras.
You're legal.
Sure you are. I'm just saying from a perception standpoint, you understand that they're going to want, that's going to instill some kind of fear in them. They're really not going to understand what you're doing. So these people are here just trying to accommodate you and also ease the fears of the people who are in that common space that you're within as well.
Well, the rules are there so we can go in and do what we're doing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you can't do it.
I know, but they're making an issue out of something that they say we can do, but when we go to do it, they won't let us.
I'm saying what I'm trying to.
I understand.
Well, you're saying that you understand, but then you say you don't. I think you do understand what I'm trying to say.
One thing is, it doesn't happen every day, so when they do see it, they're freaked out by it. They don't know what to think. If it did happen more commonly, they may be used to it. Like
not the people who are in there.
You're saying though that our right to film could make people uncomfortable, right?
Sure.
Well, your right to carry a firearm could make people uncomfortable.
Of certain status.
I'm not saying you have to stop this. I'm saying that this is why we're here. Is to try to allow you to do what you want to do and to not have any conflict. I'm not saying you can't do it.
Yeah, but, I mean, eventually people got to get educated that, yes, you can be filmed in a public space, and yes, this gentleman over here...
Watch guard.
So if it makes you uncomfortable, that's kind of too bad for you, right? Because you have the right to defend yourself.
What I'm trying to say, you're expanding the topic, and I'm trying to stay with what we're doing here. Is what I'm trying to say is that
basic rights.
You have the right to be here, do what you're doing, but you also have to understand the perspective of the person that you're encountering. And even though you're saying that you respect their privacy, they don't. You know, people aren't as truthful.
When I went in the juvenile bureau and videoed, I made a specific effort not to film juveniles, even when I encountered them in the hallway.
Understandable.
Yep.
And that's
so.
You know, that's all that people appreciate is the fact that we extend some courtesy to the people that we're encountering.
Yeah, even though I wasn't required to do it, I went ahead and did it. So maybe they'll be out shortly. They're in there a while.
I don't know.
Put it on pause.
I didn't get your name. What was your name, sir?
My name's Sergeant Nooner.
Sergeant what?
Nooner.
Nooner.
Nooner? Okay. And your badge number is 1154?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.